Hey friends, it's Bridget. I wanted to give a quick update and share some listings that I'll be uploading today on September 5th, 2023 into my Etsy shop and Patreon, which I will leave links to in the description below. Probably my most favorite sheet of this whole collection are the cover icons of the Hobonichi 2024 release. So I chose some of my favorite covers, and these are all my hand-drawn interpretations of the covers. So the smaller ones represent the A6 covers, the larger ones A5. I did include some of the A5 Hone designs and 1 Weeks. So hopefully, even though they are hand-drawn, therefore not exact, since they're not, photocopied or anything, but hopefully I've drawn them close enough that they will each easily be recognized as the Hobonichi 2024 cover that they represent. So this, for example, is the Liberty Fabrics cover. I believe it's called Hollyhocks. I have a Mina Perhonen, and of course the little gifts in A5 and A6. This took forever, but was so fun and rewarding. The seahorses. Another Mina Perhonen. Love the abstract vibe of those. And then I actually purchased 3 of these A5 Hones for my own use in the upcoming year. This is a representation of the Liberty Fabrics that has a finer floral print than its sister, the Hollyhocks. So cute! Here's the cats. Had to order cats because the black cat reminds me of my cat, Blackjack, the botanical. And then some of the solid covers. These are really fun to include, obviously, just as an icon, but the colors in particular, because they're essentially a blank canvas, you could easily get creative and stamp onto these either words or numbers to make date seals or headers. So these are a lot of fun, and they all are included in a 1-page printable. I printed mine on good quality copy paper and then fussy cut them earlier, which is what I was showing. You could, to save a step, print these on either sticker paper or you would have a matte finish, but just an adhesive 8.5 by 11 sheet of label paper. And in that case, after you fussy cut them, they would already have the adhesive built onto the back surface. I may start doing that myself in future projects, but for these, I'm just going to use either glue stick or tape runner to affix them into my journals. So this 1-page printable will be listed today on my Etsy shop, as well as it will be part of the complete kit in my Patreon. So on Etsy, it'll be this 1 page that I list later today, September 5th. And then I'm kind of in the process of cutting out the second sheet, which are Hobonichi 2024 labels. So this sheet and everything afterward will be a part of the complete kit for September of my Patreon printables. This is what the full label sheet will look like when it's printed, and I took one this morning and started cutting them out. So these are what they look like after they're cut out. They're approximately 1 inch by 2 inch in size, and again with the solid colors, and possibly some of the lighter ones you could stamp or write directly onto the label. And I themed these in a way that coordinate with the 2024 Hobonichi covers. So for the solid color ones, for example, they represent A5 and A6 covers, but the larger color palette in the center of the label represents the entirety of the cover, and then the trim that I included around the outside edge represents the trim included on the solid cover, which you'll usually see in the pen holders and then the bookmarks at the bottom. So those are what some of the solid colors look like after they've been cut out. And then I also included some of the actual prints as well. There will be some date seals in the September Patreon printables. I included numbers 1 through 31 so they could be used on months other than September if you want to use them on another month that happens to have 31 days. And then some of the lighter colors I included an extra different color for if you're going for a little bit brighter palette, but this is reminiscent of like a watercolor background or gouache background. So these have some loosely hand-drawn details on each number. And then I'm also including the blank base of just those color blobs that you could get creative with and use in several different ways in your journaling, either for additional date seals with stamps or handwritten numbers, or like I say, you could get creative and use these for endless possibilities, but there's something about a good color swatch that always appeals to me. So these will be part of the Patreon printables. And then these last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets that will be included in the Patreon printables can be used for background pages, or again, but you know, just get creative. You could turn these into tags, journaling cards. You could draw, write, or print words or icons on top of them and cut them out. Just use them for tear strips. So the possibilities are fairly endless, but the colors used in these background pages are also colors that coordinate with the Hobonichi 2024 palette. So these colors coordinate with, let's see if I can find the actual cover. This cover, which because it is smaller in size, this represents a color cover from their A6 collection for 2024. So you get the coordinating label and then this background page. And that same color palette comes into a little more abstract, larger pops of color paint swatches. Same concept with a different color combo. So these are going to be representative of the, I believe it's called Dream Soda or Soda Dream. I know Soda is in the title, but it's actually available in A5 and A6 in the 2024 release. So I use those two different colors for these background pages, and a coordinating blue large paint swatch page, and then just a random abstract background page that incorporates several colors from the 2024 lineup. So I'm excited to share these. They were so much fun to create. I've already cut out, you know, some of them. I'm about to continue cutting out the rest of these test pages for myself. So I may be sharing another video soon that just shows how I use these in my personal books. But if you're interested, again, I'll leave the links below. Thank you so much for being here for this one. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.